Hi, this is Jon Modene with Masters Property Management and RE/MAX Masters. I want to help you learn more about successful investment property strategies here in Northwest Ohio. And today's topic for my property management update is simple: what to do when the emergency phone rings. Today's topic is taken from the most urgent calls I've had in the past 30 days, the help calls. It's like when the bat phone rings and you got to answer it right away. First of all, I get these calls after hours often, like last night, which was the impetus for this little episode for today's little show. And it was a help me call, a tenant in a wheelchair with kids, with gushing water coming from somewhere she didn't know. My first response is usually to imagine that I am there. I'm the owner of the home, and what would I do? Because I've owned homes for a lot of years. And then I figure out what help I would need, if any. And I assume that the tenant doesn't know the right or wise or correct homeowner's way of thinking. It's a rental. It's not their real property. They may have never owned a property, never done any maintenance, but the owners have hired us to be that guy in this case, in this time. So this one was easy. Get the water line shut off in the house, in the basement. One of our kids could do that. That stops the bleeding. Stop using the water. Stop flushing the toilets. Number two, I also have to limit myself as a broker and property manager. I'm not the dad. I'm not the police. I'm not the city zoning code enforcement guy. Sometimes late night emergency calls for property problems need those agents of authority, not me. That's not cruel and it's not buck passing, but I can't adjudicate, if you're the tenant, your fight with your neighbor. If there's a threat or a threat crime, I'm not coming out there. We're paying police to do that. And if my advice is not followed, relax, forgive, turn the other cheek, be nice, then the tenant has to call the proper civil authority in at the right time. The emergency call earlier this last month about a very loud neighbor in another property. Well, it's not my circus, not my monkeys. The police should be able to help that. They're trained for that. They can do that. So often I do pass the call off to the right person. I ask the tenant to take responsibility if it's something that's affecting their use of the property. Number three, I am again always thinking about property preservation. Turn the water off, turn the gas off, turn the power off, get out of the home. We're trying to reduce risk, reduce danger, be safe, be careful. Let's not let anything ongoing keep causing more damage to the property. That's a mindset that works very well all of the time. Number four, you have to have an up-to-date roster of contractors who pick up your phone call 24/7. Whether it's a handyman at 2 a.m. or a plumber at midnight, like last night, I have to have a small cadre of ready-to-go vendors who can do the dirty work, the quick work, the emergency work to save a property and help a tenant at all hours. When you manage hundreds of units, this can happen, and you need to know who to call, who will pick up the call, and who will protect the property and conserve my owner's property and bottom line. The call last night, it was a plumber that was needed. He answered. He got in his car. He head out there. The city beat us there. Apparently, it was a broken water main, so we turned him around. The damage is minimal for now. The tenants have water again. There's peace in the valley. I have help, a great team at the office, a call center that we own to handle calls 24/7, and a top-of-the-line cadre of vendors and contractors who love working with us. But when a crisis comes and a vulnerable tenant is in their home, you have to get them the answers and the help they need. That's their right. Let me tell you, and let me help you. I'll send you a free copy of my latest real estate special report, How to Invest Smart in Northwest Ohio Real Estate in 2025. No cost, no obligation. Just send me your email and I'll send you a copy. The real estate market is constantly changing. It never stops. And we do things today in property management for investors that were impossible to do 20 or 30 years ago. So my team's always changing, and we're ready to help you and your family get the right help for your real estate problems. Our team motto is simple: a tradition of trust in Northwest Ohio real estate. This tradition of trust ethos works. It's based on proven biblical concepts like always tell the truth and treat others better than you would want to be treated yourself. And we can't wait to help more people buy, sell, manage, and grow their real estate holdings. So thanks for watching. If you need help, if you have real estate questions, if you want to sell or buy, you just have to call me. I'm at 419-466-SOLD. Check us out online at besthomesintoledo.com, modene.com, and mlstoledo.com. Thanks for watching.